Good morning, and welcome back to the diary, and welcome back to Finesse Part 2. Finesse Part 1 was less than productive, let's put it that way, although I did get a fair amount of practice in what is a completely new technique to me. Those of you that have watched the last video, previous video, will remember I said that I wanted to try the finesse approach on my local commercial, and that's where we're going today. You will have also heard me say that I wasn't sure at the time that whether the rules of the fishery allowed lure fishing. Well, I checked as soon as I got home, and lure fishing is not mentioned whatsoever in any form, so I'm not feeling the least bit guilty about giving it a go. And to be honest, compared to where I was on the reservoir, I have to have a much better chance of getting a fish, I reckon. He said that was probably the kiss of death. Anyway, I'll see you when I get there. Right, here we go then. Right, the first difference that we have to take note of between here on the commercial and the reservoirs where I was fishing in the first episode is the colour of the water. Typical commercial fishery, heavily stocked probably, certainly, and so the water never really gets cleared up. So as a first choice for the lure, I've gone for a bright coloured number, if for no other reason than it seemed to be the logical thing to do. Could have done without the bright sun, I think. Still, all we can do is try. I have to say that one of the worries I had about coming here was that it can be very weedy. So far, that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. course, having said that, I've chosen a brightly coloured lure for the to combat the colour of the water. The other option would be to use a very dark coloured lure, I guess, even black. And I have some Z-Man TRD type Ned rig lures, which are very dark coloured, so that might be one solution. And as it doesn't appear at the moment to be overly weedy, that might be an option for us later. Morning. Lovely morning, eh? Maybe a bit bright. I say it may be a bit bright.
That's too for me. How do you fish your drop shot next time?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not an expert.
Yeah,
I've only just started trying it.
I've not heard of this before.
Well, it's supposed to work,
Yeah.
but so far it hasn't, if you know what I mean.
So you actually fetch your line in all the time?
Yeah. Yeah, I miss my chair.
Oh,
Yeah. I suppose you could do it from a chair. That's it. It's not complicated, but it so far hasn't worked.
I just started doing it.
Yeah. This is only the second time I've had the gear out.
Right.
It's one of those ideas that seemed like a good idea at the time, you know.
You've got nothing else with you?
In terms of, oh no, this is it. I sink or swim with this.
Give me that one. Thanks, good luck.
Thank you, and you have a good day. Well, that's us 2 hours in. Nothing to report. So I thought I'd have a change of scenery, move to a different peg. I'm going to try a different bait. A darker coloured bait, just to see if that makes any difference. And we'll just see how we get on. This peg is certainly deeper. It's got a deeper margin than the first one I was on. Be interesting to see how deep it is further out when I get to casting out there. It's also a bit more snaggy. Well, I have to say this is becoming a little like hard work. That's 4 hours more or less, and nothing. And as I said earlier, it's going to have to be a relatively short session because I have the domestic taxi service to run later. So it's not looking too good. And this time I can't blame the fact that the fish aren't in there, because I know they are. And I'm going to have to call it quits in about half an hour. So I might just change over to a Chebri just to see if that makes any difference. But I have to say, disappointing though it is, it's a slightly inevitable feel about another blank. Well, I think I'm going to have to give it best. My back is absolutely cracked. The one thing I miss about this finesse fishing business is my chair. It's been disappointing because I did think I might get some action here, but I don't know. As I say, the water is still cold, but not that cold that you'd think the perch would have closed down altogether. Of course, it could be me, the gear, technique, whatever. But as I say, disappointing. I'll see you when I get back to the van. Well, that's it. Like I said, disappointing that. And just to rub salt in the wound, chatting to one of the match angler types that was there, he'd had 2 perch out. Best was be about 1.5 pounds, fishing with a pinky. So perhaps it's just in that particular fishery they don't like rubber things. I don't know. but it's yeah, frustrating that. I did feel as though there was a chance of having some action there, as I said earlier, but not to be. I think I'll probably give the Finesse a rest until the rivers reopen, because I do have a hankering to fish the rivers for a perch, because I think I know where there are some big perch. What's next? Well, we've got the final pike sessions of the season to look forward to. Another week up in the Highlands of Scotland, so hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 pike, and then after that, it might be a bit early, but we could be trying for a tench, I would guess. By the time I get back from Scotland, you never know, the tension club waters might have switched on. But as I say, for the finesse fishing, I think we'll just give that a rest for a while. Thanks for watching. Sorry, no fish to show you, but I hope you enjoyed it as far as it went, and I'll see you in Scotland.